If you are called Okay, check. Let's make sure we're all good here in the audio levels. How's everybody doing? Welcome to another fantastic Friday. We are just getting set up here, making sure everybody's in. We had a little bit of elevator welcoming music, as some of you guys may have noticed. Got a new setup here, so everything looks a bit more on my end, anyways, with the lighting and everything. Little bit better for you guys. Just clarity and everything. So yeah, today we're going to be talking about something a little bit different than normal. Normally we go over like tips and different bits and pieces that you could use to currently take wherever you have, or I should rephrase that, to take wherever you are currently at with your clients' social media businesses and transform them into something next level, right? Something that is upgraded as opposed to what they have right now, something that is performing better on a analytical standpoint, so they could actually track and make sure that your services that you're providing are valuable to them. So that's what we've been focusing on really for the past 10 episodes. And now I want to get into some more, since we have the basics down, some more advanced things that we can do to really get everything to that next level for your businesses, and so that you could break down and explain the things that are going to be life-changing for these businesses. A lot of things that I've personally experienced, from starting out just doing static posts on my own Instagram and just basic trending videos on my TikTok, taking those things, building an audience around that, and then you have to convert and transform it into your own, right? You have to basically put your name tag on that new content, and then everybody can identify, okay, cool, it's this person's content. Okay, cool, it's this restaurant's content, so that when they're swiping on their phone, they recognize, oh, this is this brand. Because whether you like it or not, everything is brand on social media. And it's just the way it is, and it's actually a good thing. It's something that we can really use to our advantage here as business owners and as people that provide a service to other business owners looking to get a lot of value out of social media. So first things first, let's start off with the news. What is new with social media? What is going on, and how are the platforms changing the market? Okay, how are they advancing? Because we have to understand ultimately what it's going to be in the future that we have to do to keep up and to get ahead of the curve, to front run all this new technology. But it's like, how do we do that when it's all coming at us so fast? We have to understand where we've come from with social media so that we can understand where we're going. We think convenience, ease of use, and these type of staying on the platform, right? That's what we want. As creators, we want our people to stay on the platform. Instagram, Facebook, same owner, but Twitter, YouTube, they all want this common thing, and that's for users to stay on the platform longer. And we can see that from the past because they've done things to upgrade the amount of time somebody is spending on their site. So naturally, we're going to do things in the future to do the same. Instagram, so First point in here, this is just a bit of social media news for you guys. Instagram launches new creator lab to help creators maximize their on-platform performance. So this is great. So many platforms are releasing all of these tools and charts that you could measure for your analytics. And it's also a big thing. We talked about collaborations and measuring the amount of value we could bring to another business or vice versa. So how do we do this? Through actual analytics and understanding what our reach really is and how significant that is to potential collaborations with other businesses. And the growth is going to be measured through clicks, through comments, through shares, through any sort of engagement where somebody is spending more time on your page. It's all measured and reported to us through these creator labs or the back end of these apps that you guys use. And you can just measure everything right there. So it's really easy. And the top story is that Instagram is basically implementing more things to be able to keep tabs on, which is great for us content creators. Instagram launches new moderator option for Instagram live streams. So one thing we have not touched on is the Instagram and TikTok live streams. This is really valuable. This is very, very valuable because I told you, if you have the time before you outgrow it, you should be answering every single comment. You should encourage them to be able to know that they're going to get a response when they comment. So it's important for a few reasons. One, because we're taking, sorry, one second, let me fix this. Okay. Just fixing the frame on the screen. So it's important, like I was saying, for a few reasons, because it encourages people to come back to your page and keep commenting. And it also encourages them to do more, right? To share more. They get a little piece of value. And we were saying in the first and second episode of Social Supercast, the best way to create free interest is by giving free value away. And if I give free value to a bunch of my consumers, they feel a little bit more appreciative than if I had done nothing, because I'm giving some attention to them. I'm curating a special experience that they may not have gotten elsewhere. If they go to a huge fast food chain restaurant, you're just not going to get that experience and that personal touch that you would get if I'm a restaurant owner. If I'm a restaurant owner and we have a lot of like close-knit community members that eat there regularly, I have the opportunity to do more with that and then expand outwards and ultimately scale my business. And you can use these things as a small business owner to your advantage rather than, having all of those chains, and them not being able to do those things. Sorry, my screen looks a little bit different. That's why I'm trying to just make sure everything's good on your guys' end. It says excellent connection. Okay, cool. If you guys can comment too and just let me know the stream looks okay. I'm trying to multitask here. I just want to make sure I'm not like going on talking and then it's giving you guys a hard time watching. I think we're okay. Yeah, we should be okay. Just let me know if there's any problems and I'll try to fix that for you guys. Yeah. So, what I was saying is that you guys really want to understand that the free value is everything. And when we look at the comments, that's cool. But if you can give that to people live in a live stream, I would even do that. I would explore that realm of live streaming with your customer basis, with the business owners. Get them involved if they want to be. Get their name out there. Let the environment of the establishment be reflected online. A great way to do that is reality. Everybody can appreciate somebody who is very open with communication and very just down to earth and willing to hear you out. So encourage the business owner that you guys are working with. Maybe it's yours, and encourage yourself to say, okay, cool, we're going to take this next step, do some live streams and get people commenting, and even do like a giveaway or special incentive on live to have that real-time interaction, because it's so much better than commenting after the fact just on normal comments on your posts. So this is one that I wanted to, this is a big deal right here where I wanted to talk to you guys about. So one thing that we haven't covered a ton is advertisements and how ads work. Now, it's important though to understand algorithms and what makes an algorithm actually sustainable. So if you have an algorithm that constantly pushes Instagram a few years ago, only what people follow. So meaning I'm only digesting what is in my current network. If I follow 25 people, I'm getting 25 people's different feeds on my screen every time I open my app. Okay, well, fair enough, but that's the same thing as if I was just to have a big email list, right? It doesn't really help me with scalability. Now, the cool thing about Instagram, well, I should say the cool thing about TikTok is they have really made the deal mandatory because of how good their algorithm has been for some people. I personally have had great experience with TikTok pushing my content a lot because I was consistent and I created something that a lot of people can enjoy. I don't know why, it was random how I got started, but a lot of people were able to enjoy it because it met a large audience base. I mean, meaning it was around family content, just like fun, relatable content. And I did that on purpose so that everybody can come together and, sort of unite under the basic family content sitcoms that have been working for 20, 25 years prior. Now, when you get into specific niches like restaurants, businesses, where you're clearly trying to sell something, you need to do some typing, audience typing, right? So you need to understand that people are going to be nonstop in and out of the door. So if they see that you have a theme around your content and you have consistent content, the people that are interested in that are going to find you through TikTok. And now TikTok has forced platforms like Instagram to copy that sort of algorithm where it's a high influx of discoverability. So now we have Instagram and TikTok competing with each other, and it gives us as content creators the best of both worlds, because now that's two platforms with very, very high discovery rates. All we have to do is show up and post content, and one way or another, the consumers are there looking for the content. We'll get paired at some point if we do correct SEO, which is search engine optimization, like we spoke about last episode, keywords, and throwing in things that people will type and will search for. They'll find your content that way. And then also not coming across like a used car salesman to people, because people don't appreciate that nowadays with the internet. It used to be a little bit more okay with the whole infomercial style thing, but now what it takes is subliminal sales behind valuable content that people can enjoy. If I'm trying to sell you something, I still need to provide the content creator side of things, because that's what our society has curated, is this is what content looks like. So if content doesn't look like that, it looks like sales. People don't like sales. Unless we're doing sales, right? Okay, let me move this. Perfect. So that's one thing I want to touch on. And now to actually go to the real point and the bit of news for TikTok is TikTok closes in on a new deal to store U.S. user data in America, inaccessible by Chinese groups. So the TikTok app itself was released out of China, and a lot of the user data, there was many politicians and different big corporate business people that were fearful about using TikTok, even big companies, because they said, okay, well, our user data is going to be stored in another country that could be used for this or this or that. And it wasn't something that people were very comfortable with. So TikTok did have to relocate its headquarters to, I believe it's San Diego. I could be mistaken. San Diego, San Francisco, something like that. I believe they're on the West Coast, though. They had to relocate under the last presidential administration because they were under a lot of fire for like data leaks and things like that, like you would when you have an app that grows to over 1 billion users in just a couple of years. It's you can't even fathom it. But when they were trying to pick up the curve and learn everything as a company, we had some more pressing issues with security that have now since been taken care of. So what this means is that TikTok is seriously stepping up its game, being more American-based with live streams, its algorithm discovery. They've now allowed for 10-minute videos on their platform, which is huge because I'm telling you, there's another year or two left of really good discoverability on TikTok before it becomes too overly saturated. They have everything on TikTok now as far as live streaming goes, donations on live streams, direct linking in videos. So they have a structure to sell products through actual videos without having to leave the app like Instagram has had. They have a really great ad system on there where the ad manager is actually capable of doing a lot and accessing a lot of data to create exactly what it is that you want your sales funnel to look like. And they also have those longer videos like I was mentioning. So that's a big up towards longer duration platforms like YouTube or Vimeo or things like that, where people are uploading these long edited, almost more informational and longer pieced together entertainment videos. So this could be really interesting the next couple of months to see if YouTube itself will get a big competitor being TikTok. So I don't know exactly what it looks like, but I would recommend to you, find ways to spread yourself out and make a lot of value for your visitors on all different platforms. And keep in mind too that each platform has its specific audience that is working really well right now. Twitter, obviously an audience that's digesting more of article-based things, more text-type things where it's reading. TikTok, fast, punchy, right to the point, the punchline, things like that. YouTube, how we're sitting here, it's educational, it's thought out, it's expressive. Instagram is a lot more, it's getting away from it because now it's incorporating a lot of the TikTok style videos, but Instagram was and still is very static post friendly. It's still good for static posts. So if I want to get a piece of information across, I can create a graphic in Canva, throw that up, and boom, my followers can digest that way. Story posts on Instagram, they're great. Facebook is an all-around great landing page for you or your business. We've talked about how Facebook has business hours, phone numbers, website links on there. You could have a whole network, a Facebook group. There's so many things with interconnectability that work on Facebook that aren't quite there for other platforms yet. So we still need to utilize Facebook because it's great for all of those things. So you can get the discoverability, you can get the diversity from Twitter, from Instagram, from TikTok, from Snapchat even, and pull it back to a platform like your website or Facebook, where a lot of information is readily available for the consumer to understand and to create the sales funnel that's going from point A to point B and ending with some sort of profit or new customer or something to the business's gain, right? Because as much as it's just fun and exciting to make a lot of punchy, fun content, we have to make money on the other side of it if we're trying to do it for a business, you know. So that's the news pieces. If you guys have any questions, I would love to open the chat up for questions. Please ask away. You know, I encourage you guys too, if you're not in here live, make sure you ask questions in the comments or in our forums on Social Level Academy, and we will get to those questions as well. I could even piece together a few things from questions that we get offline to inside of our live streams. You know, I'll bring the questions in. I could put it up on the screen and kind of share that with you guys. So it's more of a real life scenario instead of me saying like a restaurant or a gym or something theoretical that I immediately think of when I think of businesses that work well with social media. There's so many of them. Salons, law firms actually are doing really well with social media recently. Real estate, fantastic industry for social media. And yeah, that's pretty much, there's so many cool things on the horizon. I just can't wait to experience them with you guys and share all I can to get us ahead of the curve there. If you guys don't have any other questions, I'll wrap it up here. And I want to remind you guys too that Jim does his webinar every Tuesday or Wednesday, just depending on his schedule, I believe. But definitely check out his emails and also check out whenever he types in the forums, because he has a lot of great knowledge as far as sales go to pass on to you guys for your businesses. And yeah, without further ado, happy Friday. And I cannot wait to see you guys. Ooh, the glass. Cannot wait to see you guys in the next episode. We have some special stuff coming to the Academy. I'm working on a new course for you all. So hopefully you guys really enjoy that. Tactical Moves, thank you. Enjoy your weekend. Tactical, you have a fantastic weekend as well. Thank you guys for showing up and showing some support and love. I really appreciate you guys coming through, and I hope that, you know, I can just continue to keep providing you a lot of value, and however we can figure out the best way to go forward, whether that's doing more news reporting to keep you guys up to date so you don't have to worry about all the research or questions or real life examples. I'm open to all of that. So I appreciate it. I will see you guys all in the next one. Take care and have a fantastic weekend, everybody. Thanks so much.